Jesus Christ did not come to the world to impress people. He came to heal hearts, to lift broken souls, and to remind humanity what love truly means. In a world full of noise, Jesus speaks in silence. In a world full of fear, he brings peace. In a world chasing power, he teaches humility. Jesus walked among ordinary people. He sat with the poor, the sick, the rejected, and the sinners. He never asked about status, wealth, or background. He only looked at the heart. Many people think faith is about big words and big actions, but Jesus showed us that faith begins with small steps: kindness, forgiveness, patience, and truth. When Jesus healed people, he didn't just heal their bodies, he healed their hearts. He restored their dignity. He gave them hope when the world had already given up on them. Jesus teaches us that pain is not the end. Suffering is not punishment. Sometimes pain is preparation. Even Jesus himself faced rejection. He was misunderstood. He was mocked. He was betrayed. Yet he never stopped loving. When people hurt him, he forgave. When people doubted him, he remained calm. When people left him, he trusted God. This is the power of Jesus Christ. Not anger, not revenge, but unconditional love. Jesus teaches us to love even when it is difficult, to forgive even when it feels unfair, to stay strong even when life feels heavy. Many people ask, "Why am I struggling so much?" Jesus answers, "Because strength is born in struggle." The cross was not the end of Jesus' story. It was the beginning of hope for the world. Your life may feel like a cross right now. You may feel tired, confused, or broken. But remember, resurrection always comes after the cross. Jesus does not promise a life without problems. He promises a life with purpose. He says, "Do not fear, for I am with you," not just in happiness, but in pain, not just in success, but in failure. Jesus walks with you when no one else does. He listens when no one understands. He holds you when you feel weak. You don't need to be perfect to come to Jesus. You just need to be honest. Jesus never said, "Fix yourself, then come to me." He said, "Come to me and I will give you rest." Rest for your mind, rest for your heart, rest for your soul. In today's world, people chase money, fame, and validation, but Jesus reminds us that the richest person is the one with peace. He teaches us that life is not about how much we collect, but about how much love we give. When you choose kindness over anger, you follow Jesus. When you choose forgiveness over hate, you follow Jesus. When you choose truth over lies, you follow Jesus. Faith is not about religion alone. It is about relationship. Jesus wants to walk with you daily, in your work, your struggles, your dreams, and your failures. You may fall, you may doubt, you may lose your way, but Jesus never leaves. He believes in you even when you stop believing in yourself. If today your heart feels heavy, talk to him. If today you feel lost, call his name. If today you feel broken, trust his healing. Jesus Christ is not just a name from history. He is a living hope, and that hope is for you. If this message touched your heart, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to the channel for more messages of faith and peace.
Life does not always go the way we plan. Sometimes doors close. Sometimes people change. Sometimes prayers feel unanswered. But Jesus reminds us, delay is not denial. When Jesus walked on earth, many people followed him not because they understood everything, but because they trusted his presence. Faith is not about seeing the whole path. Faith is about taking the next step. Jesus teaches us patience in waiting seasons because waiting builds strength, waiting builds character, waiting prepares the blessing. Many times we ask God to remove our problems, but Jesus teaches us to grow through them. Storms will come in life. Even Jesus' disciples faced storms while he was in the boat with them. But the storm did not mean Jesus was absent. It meant a lesson was coming. Jesus stood up and said, "Peace, be still," and the storm listened. This teaches us something powerful. When Jesus is with you, no storm can destroy you. You may feel lonely today, but loneliness does not mean abandonment. Sometimes God separates us so he can speak to us clearly. Jesus often went alone to pray. Even he needed silence to connect with God. So if your life feels quiet right now, listen carefully. God may be speaking. Jesus also teaches us about humility. He washed the feet of his disciples. The king served his followers. True greatness is not about position, it is about service. In today's world, people want to be seen, praised, and respected. But Jesus says, "Whoever humbles himself will be lifted." He teaches us to love without expecting return, to give without keeping count, to forgive even when it hurts. Forgiveness is not weakness. Forgiveness is freedom. Jesus forgave the people who nailed him to the cross. If he can forgive that pain, he can help you forgive yours. Holding anger only hurts the heart that holds it. Jesus wants to heal that pain. Many people feel unworthy. They think they have made too many mistakes, but Jesus never rejected a broken soul. He welcomed sinners. He restored the lost. He healed the rejected. Jesus does not look at your past. He looks at your heart. He says, "Your past explains you, but it does not define you." Every day with Jesus is a new beginning. When you feel tired, Jesus says, "Come to me and I will give you rest." When you feel afraid, he says, "Do not worry about tomorrow." When you feel weak, he says, "My grace is sufficient for you." Jesus does not promise an easy road. He promises his presence on the road. Sometimes God breaks plans to build destiny. Sometimes he closes doors to protect you. Sometimes he removes people to save you. Trust his timing. Jesus also reminds us that love is the greatest power, not money, not status, not fame. Love can heal wounds no medicine can. Love can change hearts no words can. Jesus lived love. He spoke love. He sacrificed love. And he invites us to live the same way. Your life has meaning. Your pain has purpose. Your story is not finished. If Jesus rose after the cross, your breakthrough will come after your struggle. Hold on. Believe, trust. Jesus Christ walks with you today, tomorrow, and always. If this message touched your heart, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful messages.